black man and an Asian woman get into an argument. The black man tells the Asian woman, fix your makeup. The Asian woman tells the black man, fix your skin color.
Fix your makeup.
I wish that was like a shitty joke, but it's a real thing that just happened. This is a pretty viral clip, but I think there's a lot of things about it that people haven't talked about yet. First of all, I don't know why everyone is shocked that an Asian woman can be racist to another minority. Racism does not discriminate. If you think only white people can be racist, you have never been around Asian elders. You have never been to a barbershop. You have never been to a carne asada. Second of all, people being like, it's just a joke. It wasn't that deep. It was never that deep. It was just a playful insult. Every situation deserves context, okay? If you're with your group of friends and you guys talk like that normally, it's playful and you know it's friendly, that's chill. That's fine. If it's a comedian and a comedy show, you know they're going to be against the grain. You know they're going to try to push your buttons, push the limits on it. Okay, understandable. But a random interaction with someone you don't know, that's not the time to go straight racist. She's an adult. Her first instinct in a playful argument should not be going straight Call of Duty lobby. And you're saying, oh, what could she have said? I don't know. Like, hey, fix those fucking stupid ass glasses. You look stupid. They don't fit your face. They make you look like a nerd, but you're not a nerd because you're not smart. Out the dome. That was just playful, by the way. No hate towards him. Do I think that girl's apology was genuine on her Instagram story? Probably not. She's probably gonna do it again. But do I think the best way to chastise her is to insult her and try to get her entire life ruined? Probably not. If I was being hateful towards parents and a group of parents went and ruined my life, like saying, picked up my parents off from their house and dropped them off a cliff, I would probably hate parents for the rest of my life. But if the parents talk to me and they're like, yo man, that wasn't cool, try to educate me, I'd be cool with that.
Hey, fix your makeup, cringe. Fix your makeup.
Mind you, this is what her and her friend look like.
Cringe. Hey, fix your makeup, cringe. Fix your makeup.
They found her. It's crazy how fast the internet works. This is her IG account. As you can see, I don't know why she's bringing up people color, considering she want to be us so bad. But I really want to talk about it's.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing good. Today's video is going to be a deep dive into viral confrontation that sparked outrage across social media. An Asian woman made a shocking comment to a black American man during a street exchange, telling him to fix his skin color before talking to her about her hair. So guys, you heard that right. I'm just going to roll the clips and it is now a viral encounter. This Asian woman telling a black American man, fix your skin color before criticizing her hair. Imagine. So this has sparked massive backlash online, and the controversial exchange caught on camera has ignited heated debates about racism, colorism, and respect across cultures. While she appeared shocked by the reactions, many viewers are calling the comment unacceptable and deeply offensive. So guys, what do you think? Was this just a harsh clapback or a step too far? Drop your comments. I'll be coming back with my thoughts.
The same thing every time. Oh, my family are getting threats. Oh, I'm getting so much hate. I'm so sorry. Look, I'll give y'all a second to pause and read. Hold on. Go ahead, pause it. Go ahead. How you gonna say that's a joke? Buddy brought up your makeup. Hey, fix your makeup, not fix a actual feature that you cannot change. Hey, fix your makeup. And you gonna say fix your skin color. Bro. And you're going to say that's a joke? Bro, come on. You just didn't think you were going to go viral. You didn't think you were going to be affected. You didn't think they were going to get in contact with your school. You didn't think they was going to find your family. That's what it is. This stuff has been going on forever. The only difference is everybody always got their phones out now. That's really what it is. And nobody think that they're going to be the ones that go viral for saying something racist. So we don't care about none of this. We don't care about none of this. And you know what I'm saying? I don't believe your family should be getting targeted, right? I don't condone anybody sending any threats your way at all. But we see this all the time. You knew it was wrong. You just didn't think that you were going to get caught in 4K.
So why is whiteness so often an ideal of beauty in Asian society?
Beauty is, which I think you should ask yourself where these standards actually come from.
So this woman is trying to show you what is not elegant and use these models. And anti-blackness is very common in Asian beauty culture. For example, there's this Thai ad whose tagline was translated as, just being white, you will win. And it had numerous images of a woman in blackface. And given how many beauty products in Asia are about lightening your skin, it is easy to assume it's all Eurocentrism. But in fact, a lot of these Asian norms draw on many cultural factors, and a lot of them tie to patriarchy. For example, in many Asian societies, fair skin has been beautiful for millennia. So, for example, in historic China, a beautiful Tang woman had very fair skin, often embellished with the use of makeup. Similarly, historically in Korea, fair skin, Mughal India. It's because the fair skin signaled privilege. And so they could be indoors, not tan, and have people take care of their beauty, because the way they presented themselves was a symbol of the power and wealth of the men of their family. I mean, you don't wake up like this. This historic Korean woman had somebody help her. So you already had a culture that prized fairness, and then with the rise in the age of exploration or exploitation of seeing people who looked different, it basically doubled that anti-blackness, which absolutely does not make it okay. But what it means is, so if you're Asian or Asian American, you have to be very cognizant of the negative and harmful stereotypes that you have been susceptible to and that you have to choose to counteract.
I think one thing to note about the whole fix your skin color girl and her commenting that to a black man is not the fact that obviously it was a back and forth. Like, obviously he said something and she said something in response. He said, fix your makeup. But telling you to fix your makeup is a specific response to you and you only. That affects nobody else when you make a comment like that. Telling someone to fix their skin color, no matter what skin color there is, results in the insinuation that you think that anybody of that skin color is wrong, dirty, whatever the case may be, whatever undertones you wanted to align that with. Now, you came out and said that you're not racist, you're not this, not that. It doesn't matter. Most black people have a shared lived experience of an understanding that most non-black people are at least somewhat racist to some degree. At the end of the day, you guys do look at black people a certain way, do have the terms and negative connotations that you can spill upon us because of the fact that we're black. So when you see people triggered about this situation more than the creator was, who obviously came out and said that he doesn't care because he deals with hate all the time, it doesn't matter because other people have different attachments.
Let's have the conversation that people love to sidestep, because anti-blackness does not just come from white folks, and it for sure did not just appear out of nowhere. And if we're serious about solidarity, we have to trace where it actually started. Now, first thing, this is not about all Asian communities. That's lazy, and I am not lazy. But when we talk about patterns, we're talking about systems. And the system made sure that anti-blackness wasn't just exported, it was globalized. See, when European powers colonized Asia, they didn't just take the land, they also imported hierarchy. They pushed the idea that lighter skin meant civility, wealth, purity, and darker skin was poverty, backwardness, and danger. And that colonial script seeped deep, from India to the Philippines, all the way to Japan. Skin tone became the ladder, and whiteness was always at the top. If we fast forward to Asian immigration in the US, you arrive in a country that's already built on anti-blackness, already criminalizing black life. And what do politicians do? They dangle a deal. If you distance yourself from black people, we'll give you a seat closer to whiteness. And that's where the model minority myth comes in. It was never a compliment, it was always a weapon. The government used it in the 1960s to say, hey, look at these Asian immigrants. They work hard, they follow the rules. Why can't black folks do the same? And that's when it turns survival into separation. And here's the ugly truth. Some communities actually leaned into it, right? Because of your family's safety, your visa, your livelihood depends on being seen as the good immigrant, you'll play the role, even if it means stepping on black people to do it. But don't get it twisted, this was not organic hate. It was policy, it was propaganda, and it worked because it kept us divided while white supremacy stayed in power. So when we talk about Asian anti-blackness today, whether it shows up in colorism, anti-black policing in Asian-owned shops, or even silence around Black Death, we've got to understand that it didn't just fall from the sky. It was planted by colonizers, by governments, by systems that profit when we fight each other and not them. And until we name that history, we are not building solidarity. We're just repeating the cycle. And I, for one, refuse to keep the cycle quiet.
Thank you to this creator for speaking on this, and dear Asian Americans, we need to be talking about anti-Blackness within our community. Hi, my name is Dr. Yi, I'm a psychology professor, and in my research, I have found that anti-Blackness is pervasive among Asian Americans, especially when they internalize the model minority myth. When Asian Americans adopt this belief that their racial group is superior to other racial groups because they have stronger cultural values in hard work and success, it's correlated to greater explicitly negative attitudes towards Black Americans. And echoing what this creator shared, this pitting of minorities against one another, this narrative that Asian Americans just pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and have the right cultural values and hard work to succeed. That narrative has been really internalized within our community and has hindered solidarity to promote greater racial justice for us all. And in my other research, I've done in-depth interviews with Asian Americans to really explore how the model minority myth shapes these beliefs, and particularly serves as a barrier to engaging in activism. So dear Asian Americans, let's break this cycle of silence about anti-Blackness within our community. We can use what privilege we have to engage in protests and rallies, but also in smaller spaces like speaking up in your family when there's an anti-Black comment made. Let's hold ourselves accountable to the ways that we're perpetuating systems of oppression, because nobody's free until everybody's free. Follow for more Asian American psych from a professor.
Oh yeah, guys, back to it in studio. So I can see the man is calm discussing here, apparently giving his opinion on how the woman styles hers. It starts off as a typical street style exchange, but things take a sharp turn when she responds by saying, "Fix your skin color before you talk to me about my hair." The moment is very much tense. There is a pause. People nearby are reacting audibly. Yes. Now, let's be honest, guys. The comment was harsh, and to many it crossed a major line. This was not just a clapback about someone's looks. It was a colorist, racially loaded remarks suggesting that someone's skin tone is a problem that needs fixing. Someone's skin tone being a problem that needs fixing. That brings up generations of pain, especially in the Black community. Yeah, where skin color has been a point of discrimination, both externally and within. The idea of fixing one's skin color plays into dangerous narratives, ones that historically stem from white supremacy and anti-Blackness. Yes, what's interesting and disturbing is that this is not just about two individuals. It brings up wider issues between communities of color, and in this case, between some members of Asian and Black communities. Colorism is deeply rooted in many Asian cultures too. Lighter skin is often associated with beauty, status, and desirability, but when that internalized bias gets projected outward, especially in a racially diverse society like the United States, it can cause real harm. So there's already been growing conversations around anti-Blackness within non-Black communities of color, and this moment added fuel to that fire. Yes. So how did people react? We have seen how people reacted, and I'm telling you, on X, Space, TikTok, Instagram, this blew up. People from all backgrounds condemned the comment as unacceptable. Yes, many pointed out that the woman's response was not only racist but incredibly hypocritical, considering both people are part of marginalized groups. Others discussed how hurtful it is to hear such comments coming from other people of color rather than the usual places we expect racism to come from. So the backlash was swift, and surprisingly, the woman didn't seem to expect it. She later tried to defend herself, saying it was just a reaction to being criticized first, but most people weren't buying it. Here's the thing. We've got to start calling out racism and colorism, no matter where it comes from, whether it's from the dominant culture or between communities of color. It's all harmful. We can't talk about justice and equality on one hand and then reinforce harmful beauty standards or anti-Black sentiments on the other. Yes, conversations around beauty, hair, and identity are personal and often emotional, but telling someone to fix their skin color is not a debate tactic. It's a deeply offensive insult. So what's your take on all these, guys? Was the man wrong for commenting on her hair in the first place? Was her response just an emotional outburst or something deeper and more harmful? And how do we move forward in having real, honest conversations between communities of color without tearing each other down? Drop your comments and thoughts below, guys. I really want to hear from you. So guys, if you found this video thought-provoking, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more real talk and cultural commentaries. Of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of this video. This video is meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes as well. Thank you so much for being with me. Kindly subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up. If you found this video thought-provoking, kindly make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more real talk and cultural commentaries. Until next time, guys, stay informed, stay respectful, and keep questioning everything. Yes, guys, thank you so much. Nice time.